Hello and welcome to today's full moon update. So the moon is in Pisces this month of September. It's also known as a harvest moon for the Farmer's Almanac, but we'll talk more specifically about where the placement of the moon is in Pisces and the season Virgo as well, in accordance to what we might be feeling a little bit more of lately. So emotions are definitely going to be maybe a little bit more all over the place than normal and maybe hard to rationalize. So at points you might feel quite low and a bit of lack of self-worth, and then at other points you might actually be feeling quite joyful and full of gratitude. So you might be confused as to why you're feeling these emotional roller coasters. So this is a result of the Pisces energy. So we are being told. And so that just means going with the flow. When emotions arise and come through, particularly more negative ones, this can be our shadow side or unrest or things coming up within us that no longer serve us. So recognizing that, being aware of that, and letting yourself be vulnerable to these emotions will allow you to sit with them, to let them go. So that is what is being suggested of you right now, not rationalizing the emotions, but rather just letting them be, present with them. Recognize when you are feeling them. Is there certain coping mechanisms or certain stories you're telling in your head of a lack of self-worth, or maybe the reason why you're here and feeling this way? And the story that you are sharing to yourself is likely untrue. It's something that you have been programmed to believe in yourself. And so these emotions that are arising now are being helping you to question why these patterns come through and why you feel these ways. So different tools that you can use to help harness these emotions a little bit more positively in you so that you can release them and let them go are things like going for walks, particularly by water. Water is a really grounding tool for the Pisces energy. So if you are Pisces in general, you probably love water. But for this, or as well as for the specific energy time, being by water or getting yourself in a bath or going for a swim or just dipping your feet in the lake or a river can be really helpful and help you to feel balance emotionally, as well as gain maybe some clarity as to what these emotions are triggering you or trying to explain to you. Another thing is unconscious or subconscious talk and working with your subconscious to gain some clarity as well. So Dreamwork can be really beneficial for this. So heading to bed and in sleep time, being able to maybe ask yourself or ask for clarity on a specific thing that is emotionally you're working through at the moment, or asking for support and help. And then when you wake up, whether it's in the middle of the night or maybe it's through your dream or at the very beginning of the morning, try to remember that question that you were asking yourself and see if something comes through. I highly recommend grabbing a notebook and having a notebook by your side so that you can pick it up right first thing in the morning and just write down, because we tend to totally forget everything that we any guidance that comes through, whether it's through our dream or just a thought that comes through or intuitive insight that comes through in that morning time when we're in the theta state still. So it means that we're in a brain state that our unconscious is really able to speak to us at that time, and we're able to speak to it. So utilizing this time in your sleep time in order to really gain clarity and see what, if there is anything that is being asked of you or suggested of you from whether it's your higher self or just your unconscious mind, what you believe in it at that space, within this space. So as a recap, Emotions might be all over the place right now. And it is really just the way in which energy is formulating right now for you to really feel your best self, and what that feels like to you. And so the emotions, the negative ones, are coming through to question you and to help to remove some of the instability that is in your life. And as a result of that, we can move through it and then become more clear. And so utilizing meditation, journaling, being by the water, and using dreams to help support you will be really beneficial right now. And then just flowing and moving the energy through, the last thought on that is yoga, of course, and dancing, or running, just ways to move your body that can help move energy. So if you're feeling the uncomfortable emotions and you don't want to just sit with them, those are really good ways to help move them through. So if you have any questions about any of this, particularly the dream work and the unconscious mind talk, I'd be happy to discuss more with you and share more with you if you are feeling you want some support in moving those emotions and moving that energy through. I can also help in those ways as well. And so just reaching out and we can have a 30-minute conversation and see where you need more guidance or support, would be a perfect place to start. And with all else, just take care, enjoy, and let the emotions flow so that they can go. Have a wonderful weekend, or a wonderful week, and a really great full moon in Pisces.